Morning everyone, welcome back. I'm just going through last week's journal, and I've also got a running video on as well. I'm noticing that there's a lot more stuff going into continue than there is start and stop, meaning I'm getting a lot more right, and that I'm continuing to keep more positive actions and more continued behaviours to take into the following week, which means I'm more on the right track. In stop would always be eating. Today I commit to yoga, run and 7-minute workout. Today I commit to putting myself first and not taking anything on board. And today I commit to travelling to Luton. And onwards with silence.
Hi, and welcome back.
Wow. I noticed that the earlier I get up, the more deep I can meditate. It's almost if when I wake up later, my brain starts going into thinking mode and I find it more difficult to concentrate. So proud to be a product owner and making a difference in people's lives. I'm glad to be doing so well with my ventures and generating revenue from my website, book, blog, journal and YouTube channel. I'm so appreciative to have someone in my life that wants the best of me and has my best interests at heart. I'm so excited that my cryptocurrency... I had a really good catch-up call with my mentor Claire last night. We're both kind of taking it easy for the next couple of weeks. I mean, she's off on holiday, and I don't want to take too much on. I'm really just trying to focus on my personal trainer's qualification and making sure I'm here for Mum. I'm just as worthy, deserving and capable of achieving everything I want in every area of my life as any other person on earth. The only thing that separates me from the most extraordinary life I can imagine is my level of commitment to becoming the person I need to be to achieve everything I want. From this moment on, I'm 100% committed to my personal development. I aim my miracle morning each
marathon pace strategy. We're going to get into some specific tips around negative versus positive pacing, how to dial that in, how to account for the different terrain, as well as how to mentally break down your race into different segments and what to...
Welcome to 30 Days of Yoga with Adrian. I'm Adrian, and today we have a swift and fun dancing warrior practice for you. It's day 25. Doing awesome, guys. Let's go.
That wasn't too bad. It was quite relaxing today. I'm out and the sun is coming up, man. It's still quite chilly though before the sun comes up. It's meant to be about 14 today, so I've got an extra couple of layers on today. I ain't even got my gloves either. I bought them. I've not even used them once. But Pegasus today since I've cleaned them up. So today is a 2.5 recovery run, so just really looking forward to getting out there, man. Lovely conditions. It's still quite cold, but nice bright sunshine, man. Can't wait. Eeks. Wayland mark into a nice strong steady pace. I feel strong, I feel lean, getting nice pace. Let's do it, man. Done and dusted, 2.5 miles in the bag, man. That was a good run, man. I felt like I was strong, I was lean, I was able to just keep up, man. I could have kept going, but I'm going to stick to this plan, man, because I always keep going off it and then end up getting downhearted. So I'm going to stick to it and see what we can.
Beautiful day.
Saw yesterday I put up a post, and this morning I've applied for the London Marathon, so I'm not entirely sure whether we'll be able to do it. You go into a ballot and you won't find out until October whether you've been accepted, but better start training. Yes, it is deep dark green today. Yeah, blueberries. Not too bad actually. Up and I'm out and I'm off to Luton. I think it's the same train that goes up to Sopwell House, so in from King's Cross. So everybody have a lovely day. Take care. Ciao for now. After all that, the candidate's gone and cried off because my colleague's out of the business. He won't meet me on his own, so home, James. The gratitude bench to take a moment, man. Mum's asked me to give her notice on her flat, basically, so it's kind of yeah, a bit of an emotional one, to be honest. A bit upsetting there, man, asking me to do it. It's kind of like, you know, closing the door on, you know, where she was up in Scotland, and kind of just having to realise where she is in her life, and it's difficult, man. In other news, Wee Man is reading the paper, aren't you, Dubs? Yes, you are. Not find any fox shit to roll about in. Where's the fox shit? Where's the fox shit? Able to get the alternative therapies in the end, you know, and that comes down to the people that donated. And unfortunately, she's just too scared to take them. You know, to her, in her mind, it's, you know, a psychoactive substance, and she doesn't want to be a part of it. So up and I'm out, and guess who's reading the paper? I've had to come out, man, and get a fucking break. I've just been arguing with a third party provider for the last hour or so. We buy in services from a third party for some of our deaf candidates, and they're supposed to do end to end. That means that they do essentially what we do. So instead of us hiring an interpreter, they do it all. However, they're now asking me to help them as a recruiter, which I don't mind. However, the candidate is only available for 3 days a week. It's like, there's 7 days in a week. You're not going to be able to get a job saying that you're only available for 3 days. And we kind of need a bit more from that. And when I'm saying, why isn't he available? They can't give me an answer. And this is off the back of, I got him 2 interviews previously, and it was only when that employer told me, oh, he's only available for 3 days, that I then went back and said, you know, he's only available for 3 days. And they said, yeah, he's only looking for 15 hours. The benefits threshold is 16. You need to be doing at least 16 for you to come off the benefits, and that's the whole premise of our program. So now he's available for 1 more day. So I've gone back to that employer, and they're like, but what's he doing for the other 3 days? So it's complete back and forth the whole time. So I asked the third party to provide me with the times he's available. They said, oh, anything after 10:30 in the morning. I was like, why is he not available before 10:30? Oh, he's not a morning person. I said, I'm not being funny. We're not going to be able to find a job like this. Third party seems to want to be his friend, not get him into a job. And she, you know, she was like, well, you're rather downheartening. And I was like, I'm not downheartening. I'm being realistic. I've been in this game long enough to know that you need to be more available than that. Put things into perspective, we've not got one other candidate on any of our caseloads that limit their days like that. You need to be fully flexible, especially the kind of work of, you know, retail or catering retail or fast food, which he wants to do. The universe must have been listening. We've made some movement. With that, I've just got an email saying, oh, do you know if he can use his bus pass before 9 a.m? I'm like, are you now indicating that he's available before 10:30? What a palaver. Literally just want the best for people, even if they don't want it for themselves. You have to want for people what they don't want for themselves initially, and then empower them so then they do want it for themselves, and they can realise why you were pushing all that time, just like this dog's pulling me.
It is time allocation, like what should I be doing with my time? And I think that, you know, you made a joke of like we did a shoot for a client and we debated on the phone for 10 minutes where the should be located. for that. I think that's being in the middle.
I'm just finishing up for the day, so I managed to do all of my exercise bar the 7-minute exercise. Do you know why I didn't do it? Because I had my Pegasus on and I just cleaned them. I didn't want to get on the floor because I did it with my structure and they got dirty. So I was like, no way, Jose.